नमस्कार, गोमंतक टीव्हीचेर तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार। तर आमी आसा सध्या गोवा इंटरनॅशनल पर्पल फेस्ट हांगा आनी तुमी जाणत आसतले सेगीतपणान हे आतां दुसरे वर्स गोंयांत इंटरनॅशनल पर्पल फेस्ट घडोवन हाडिल्लें आसा। हे पर्पल फेस्ट जे आसा ते खासा दिव्यांग भुरग्यां खातीर आसा। ह्या पर्पल फेस्टांतल्यान ह्या दिव्यांग भुरग्यां खातीर खंयचे खंयचे फायदे जावपाक शकतात, तांच्या खातीर खंयच्यो संदी, खंयचे प्लॅटफॉर्म्स उबे आसात ते तांकां बेस बरें कळपाक शकता। तर तुमी पळोवपाक शकतात हांगा साबार अशे प्लॅटफॉर्म्स आसात, साबार स्टॉलां आसात। तर आता आमी वचुया इन्क्लुझिव्ह एड्युकेशन इन गोवा ग्रासरूट्स टू पॉलिसीज ह्या स्टॉलाचेर आनी तांचे कडेन ह्या भुरग्यां खातीर खंयच्यो खंयच्यो पॉलिसीज आसा ते आमी जाणून घेवया।
म्हजें नांव लक्ष्मण लांबोर, हांव आयडियल स्कूल पिळगांव बिचोले हांगासर एकाडेमीक रिसोर्सांत शिकयता। आतां हे इन्क्लुझिव्ह एज्युकेशन म्हटल्यार हे स्पेशल भुरग्यां खातीर ज्या भुरग्यांक रेगुलर स्पेशल स्कुलान न धाडटा रेगुलर स्कुलान शिकोवपाची तेतून ते रेगुलर सोसायटीन मिक्सअप जातले। आतां ही जी स्कीम आसा ती 2005 स्टार्ट जाला हांगा। तेन्नासून पयलीं एकाडेमीक रिसोर्स रूम स्टार्ट केले आनी गोवा गव्हर्मेंटान ताका ग्रांट दिलो टिचरांक आनी अंडर ग्रॅज्युएट्स केल्याचेर ते टिचर शिकयतात। तर 2005 स्टार्ट जाली स्कीम। 2008 आमकां थेरपिस्ट मेळ्ळे जे फुडल्या सर्कुलराचेर। 2009 स्पेशल भुरग्यां खातीर जे लायफ स्कील तेंचे IQ कमी आसा, 40 सकल आसा किंवा हे आसा, लायफ स्कील तांकां जावपाक जाय, तांकां स्पेशल ट्रेनिंग जावपा खातीर लायफ स्कील रिसोर्स रूम काडले। सो दोन कॉन्सेप्ट आसा, एकाडेमीक रिसोर्स रूम आसा आनी लायफ स्कील रिसोर्स रूम आसा। मागीर 2014 गोवा गव्हर्मेंटान ही स्कीम लागू केली आनी 2014 एक सर्कुलर काडले, तितून सगळ्या स्कुलांनी एकाडेमीक रिसोर्स रूम आनी लायफ स्कील रिसोर्स रूम ओपन करपाचे अशें एक सर्कुलर येयले। तेतून 2018 सगळ्यांक स्कीम कॉमन जाली आनी जे BEd टिचर आसा किंवा स्पेशल BEd स्पेशल DEd टिचर आसा ह्या टिचरांक ह्या हितून काम करपाक मेळटा आनी ही सगळ्या स्पेशल भुरग्यांक जेंकां स्पेशल स्कुलान न धाडटा रेगुलर स्कुलान इन्क्लुझिव्ह एज्युकेशन सिस्टम तेंचे सेग्रिगेशन न करता रेगुलर सिस्टमीन तांकां कशें सपोर्ट दिवपाक मेळटलो तेचे बद्दल ही स्कीम आसा। आनी हेचे दुसरें म्हणजे की आमी खंय आतां गेले रेगुलर बस स्टँड, एक बस स्टँड आसा, कॉमन बस स्टँड आसा, एक मार्केट आसा, कॉमन मार्केट आसा, अशें खंयच ना की स्पेशल मार्केट आसा किंवा हें आसा। सो सगळ्या भुरग्यांनी एका रुपा खातीर शिकप, तशेंच तांकां तोच एक्सपोजर मेळप जो बाकीच्या भुरग्यांक मेळटा। तशेंच रेगुलर भुरग्यांकूय ह्या भुरग्यां बद्दल खबर आसपाक जाय आनी तेंचे वांगडा ते सोसायटीन वावरतले। सो तांकां ते आतां पासून ल्हान आसतना हेल्प करपाक लागले जाल्यार फुडें ते भुरगे तेंचे बद्दल बरें जाणून घेतले आनी एक स्पेशल भुरगे आनी रेगुलर सगळे मिक्स जावन वयतले आनी सोसायटीन एक बरें एग्जाम्पल आमकां पळोवपाक मेळटलें। तेचो मेन हें आसा।
My name is Avril Fernandez. I am a special educator in an academics resource room at St. Michael High School, Taligaon. Well, we work with students who are having learning disabilities and students who are having slow learners, then the students who have also intellectual disability and high functioning students having mild autism who are able to cope for the academics level. Well, initially the child comes to our school wherein they have some difficulties like dyslexia, they have difficulty of dyscalculia, they have dyspraxia, and there are reasons wherein we realize that the child is not able to cope in an academic setup. That is the time that the general educators have a checklist that we provide to them, and they fill in the checklist and they give it to us, wherein then we go into the regular setup and we check them, we observe them, we check their notebooks, and after that we come to a conclusion after cross verifying it with the checklist that the child needs to be screened. So then we check for the basic literacy, basic numeracy, the basic reading, writing skills, everything is covered up in the screening tool. After that, then from there we assess them. After this assessment is done, then after that we take them for on a one-to-one basis in a academics resource room. Maybe there would be 5-6 children wherein we teach them the basic reading, writing and numeracy skills. Also sometimes the student who has a problem with fine motor skills, we help them to cope with the writing skills also. Now what happens in an academics resource room, we train them for the curriculum finally, wherein we have to teach them to be able to answer the exam. So what happens is we have modified text which is shown on our flex board over here, wherein the child can opt for a general subjects or they can opt for the modified subjects. Along with the modified subjects, they are also able to take vocational based subjects. They get concession at the standard 9th and standard 10th from the Goa Board of Education, wherein they get the usage of a calculator, they get extra 30 minutes, they get a scribe, wherein if a child just requires reading, a reader, so then the child gets a reader. If the child requires a reader and a writer, then he gets that too. Now what happens is the modified text, the subject, in each subject, the portion or the syllabus is reduced as compared to the regular subject, wherein there are more chapters, there's more matter, there's more study material. Here what happens is the child is given the modified subject wherein there's a lot of visuals, there's a lot of simplified matter where the words are made more simple for them. Also we focus on the key points, the key words. Also they are able to draw. So things are given objectives. We have flow charts, we have organizers, we have color coding. So what happens is the child is able to cope in a regular setup based on this. So they are also, we focus on inclusion. So when the teaching is being done in a regular setup, our students go and sit over there. But then we take them out of the regular setup during other classes. If there's an extra class wherein we can take them, so we take them during those extra periods like art period, or maybe there's a physical education period. We keep them with us and we train them on a one-to-one basis, like in a group, a small group, and we use the projector and the screen to show them the modified text. Also we have a modified subject now, like everyday mathematics for example, wherein the child does not have to study the regular algebra and geometry, which is very difficult for them to cope. So this subject is being done in such a manner that a child can go in society and also be able to cope with what's happening around him, like how to calculate the shopping bill, how to weigh when the person is weighing the vegetables or the fruits, how easy it would be for them to identify how much is the quantity. Also how to prepare different types of items in the house using various measurements like weights or volume. So there are different parts of it, even banking, how to invest the money, and these are the things which our children need to know, because this is something which would benefit them at a later stage. So we have this for the Goa board, we have this for ICSC, and we have this for CBSE board also. So the total number of resource rooms in Goa, that is academics resource room as well as life skills resource room, are 56 in Goa, and we are working more hard so that we really spread the message of inclusion so that our children grow and they don't feel left out. The society gets to accept them, the parents get to accept them, and the students in the regular setup get to accept them also.
I'm Tilia D'Souza. I'm working at Holy Cross High School, Sholem Resource Room. And I'm teaching children with severe disabilities with an IQ of 70 and below. We have children with autism, intellectual disability, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome. They are usually referred to us by doctors or therapists. These are children with severe difficulties. So here our main focus here is to make them independent in their future. So the basic life skills that they require, we focus on that. We don't do academics with them. We do more of life skills. We have a functional curriculum for them on which we assess them. We have the 8 domains in it: the gross motor, fine motor, reading, writing, maths, socialization, self-help. So we assess the child on that, and then we take whichever area the child has a difficulty, we take in one goal from there. So specifically we take 8 goals for the child. And we also, before assessing the child, we interview the parents. We give them the form, let me know your child, wherein they tell us the child's strengths and difficulties. Based on that, then we go forward with the child. We prepare an individualized education program for the child, that is an IP, with a specific TLM. So we assess the child on a monthly basis roughly to see whether the goal that we have taken, the TLM that we have chosen, works for them. If we find it's not working, then we change the strategies. Our main focus here in the life skill resource room is sensitizing the people around and inclusion. We usually sensitize the school managements, regular students, parents, neighborhood, all that come in contact with children with special needs. And the other focus we focus is on inclusion, where we include the special child with the regular children. So we have, if the child can cope up with academics, we include them for the academic subjects. If not, we include them for co-curricular activities. Sometimes we include them for the whole academic subjects. At times we include them maybe for only one subject, English, where they can do simple reading or writing. Or maths, if they are good in maths, we'll include them for maths. If they have a difficulty with academics, we include them for co-curricular activities like assemblies, recess, annual days, sports days with a buddy system. So our main focus here is that we make the child independent. We also, once they reach the age of 13, 14, we start with the pre-vocational skills for them. So then when they leave school, they can go for a vocational center where they are prepared for the vocational things.
तर आता आमी पळयले ह्या स्टॉलाचेर ह्या खासा भुरग्यां खातीर खरेच बऱ्यो येवजण्यो आसात आनी तांकां तांचो असो हेतू आसा की तांकां दिव्यांग म्हणून खंय तरी वेगळे बसोवन न्हय जाल्यार सगळ्यांक एकचारपणान बसोवन इवन एड्युकेशन दिता आसतना तांकां जर तशें दिसता आसत तांकां वेगळे बस तांकां सोंपें करून दिवन तांकां तें शिक्षण तांचे मेरेन पावोवपाचो ते प्रयत्न करतले तशें तांचे कडेन पॉलिसीज आसात. तशेंच आज समाजान ही एक मुखेल गरज आसा ती म्हणल्यार सगळ्यांक समानतायेन एकचारान पळोवपाची, कोणाकूच दिव्यांग म्हणून कमी अशें लेखची न्हय अशी म्हणून तांचो हो मेसेज आसा आमचे पर्यंत. तर दर एकल्यान म्हाका दिसता ह्या स्टॉलाचेर येवन विजीट करची आनी तांचे कडेन खरेच बऱ्यो पॉलिसीज आसात त्यो जाणून घेवच्यो. कॅमेरामॅन यश सयत हांव समिता कुंकळकार.